All right, it's about time we get started. Um, Sorry for the longer than usual time. Like starting soon time. I needed to scarf something down to eat, and I decided that my prey of choice was gonna be a Nature Valley bar. I forgot that they explode when you bite into them. So I like took a bite, and then just my entire shirt's just covered in Nature Valley. And I'm like, come on, bro. Okay. So, get your nutrients, girl. That's what I was trying to do. So, I know I said I was going to do Pacific Drive. But I think that something I tend to really struggle with when it comes to streaming is filling dead air. And the thing about Pacific Drive is there's a lot of dead air from when you're driving from place to place. And games like that are hard for me to stream, where you're like going place to place and scavenging, because it takes, like, I gotta use my brain a lot, but like in a different way. So I don't feel like it's a very good streaming experience. It is the Pacific Northwest. Yep, that is true. Which is why I decided I was going to stream Dishonored 2, because I feel like it's a more fun game to watch than Pacific Drive. I'll probably go back to Pacific Drive at some point. Who knows? I'll figure it out. But I really want to finish, like, on my list of games I haven't completed. Dishonored 2 is on that list, and I want to say maybe halfway through, maybe a little bit less, a little bit more. I don't know, ballpark around there somewhere. Yeah. So, but it's been like years since I last played, like since before Baldur's Gate came out. That's the last time I played. You haven't finished it? Nope. I got a lot of the way through, but I didn't finish. So I figure since it's been so long, I'm just gonna start all over again. Because I don't want to jump. I got past the inventor's house, however far that is. But I know that there's like some time shenanigans that's gonna happen in the level after the inventor's house, and that I never continued playing, and it's been years. So I'm like, it's probably best if I go back and make sure I complete it. Yeah, it's a long time ago. Like if we look back at like the VODs, because I have a couple VODs on YouTube. It's back before I was even a drow VTuber. Back when I was just some random dude with like a jean jacket. Can't wait to see what ending you'll get. I'm going for low chaos. That's the ending I'm going for. It's funny because if there are games which force me to be stealthy, I get kind of annoyed pretty easily. But if it's games where being stealthy is only an option, I want to be stealthy. Like, you don't have to kill everybody. You can just go in. Yeah. All right, so let's switch over to here. Okay. Please let me know if the game's too loud or anything. We won't know until later. All right, new game. Yes, the ending you are targeting. However, what ending will you get? Very true. Do you want to start the tutorial? No. I probably should have started the tutorial. I'm probably gonna regret that, but we'll figure it out. We'll play by ear. It's too late now. It's too late now. I'll press any key.
Why do we celebrate the anniversary of an assassination? 15 years ago, in the middle of a plague that nearly destroyed Dunwall, a paid killer assaulted the palace where I was born and stabbed my mother in the heart. In the aftermath, the men who sent the assassin tried to use me as a pawn in a game of power. They would have succeeded, but my father, Corvo Attano, hunted them down and cut their conspiracy to pieces. All these years later, am I the ruler my mother wanted me to be? Now, we face a new crisis. A monster the papers are calling the Crown Killer has been picking off my enemies and dressing it up like my father and I are responsible. I don't know whether to get on a ship and sail to the opposite side of the world, or to have everyone around me executed.
Watch your step, Majesty.
I'm not looking forward to all the ceremony today.
Your signet ring. There, you're ready.
Thank you, Alexei. Open the doors.
All hail Her Imperial Majesty, Emily Caldwin.
That was like the most
We're
lackluster
going through a difficult time, but today we honor my
introduction.
mother, the late Jessamine Caldwin. May her memory survive through the ages.
Emily,
You look tired, Father.
every year I think the anniversary of Jessamine's death will be easier, but it never is.
I wish Mother was still the Empress. I don't think I'm very good at this.
You're still learning. Don't worry about the rabble-rousers, and we'll catch the Crown Killer, eventually.
People are saying it's you. That these assassinations are a misguided effort to protect me.
No, someone's trying to make us look guilty by targeting your enemies.
I wish I could just run away from all this.
Sometimes you do. You think I don't know about your nights out on the rooftops? Courage. The ceremony will be over soon.
Royal Protector and Father. I should have passed a law against that combination of titles years ago.
Your Majesty, before we begin the day's observances, we have an unexpected visitor.
Bet that is hard to pull one over on.
Of Sir Konos.
Ramsay says the Duke is bringing special gifts.
That's intriguing.
Grace Luca Abel, Duke of Sir Konos!
Mechanical soldiers? Amazing.
What is this, Ramsay? I didn't authorize those things.
Your Imperial Majesty and Royal Protector Corvo Attano, a native of our homeland. Serkonis offers condolences on this sorrowful day, and gifts to remind you of our nation, the rising star on the southern horizon.
We thank you, Your Grace.
Save your thanks. For now, I give you the greatest gift of all, family. I present the lost sister of Jessamine Caldwin, your rightful Empress, Delilah Caldwin.
Impossible.
My mother had a sister?
My dearest niece, hello.
It's not true.
My father was Emperor Euhorn Jacob Caldwin, and Jessamine was my younger sister. At the time of her death, I wasn't ready to make myself known to you, and I was forced to leave Dunwall. But now I'm home.
If you really are my mother's sister, you're welcome to stay as long as you like.
Little sparrow.
Oh my god.
Blackened by bad memories. I
dogs
need to
be barking.
relieve you of your crown. My father's promise, whispered in secret so many years ago, is now fulfilled.
Watch your tongue. Emily Caldwin is the daughter of Empress Jessamine Caldwin.
Royal Protector. How naive to think you could get away with these murders. Living in my palace has protected you, but that's over. Hear me, all of you. Your rightful Empress has returned.
All hail the Empress Delilah, first of her name. Arrest Emily Caldwin and her father for the Crown Killer murder.
What?
Sword can't still my heart.
All right, we're doing Emily. How do I accept? Do I enter? Play as Emily, yes.
Cast you in cold marble. No! Sweet girl, over time you will come to love me. Perhaps someday you'll see me as the mother you lost. But until then, you'll be kept out of trouble.
I'll lock Lady Emily in her chambers, and I'll bring her to Coldstream Prison until her trial. My father lost it all when I was a boy, so now I wear this uniform, and I send 20-year-olds out to patrol the rose gardens instead of drinking with the men from the shooting club.
Cool story, bro.
Captain Ramsey, I heard shouting. Lady Emily, what happened?
And there she
all,
goes.
Captain Mayhew.
No!
So that's the Royal Protector's fancy weapon. What kind of sword folds in half?
Only the coolest kind. The game volume isn't too high, right, Fox?
There's a legend in the Tower Guard about the Empress's last resort, a safe room inside your chambers holding enough gold to buy a good-sized island. They say that this ring is one of the only
Feels
two
fine to me.
keys
All right, just wanted to be
exist.
sure. It's always a little difficult to tell.
What happened? Alexei. The throne room. Father. Nothing I can do alone. I need to get out of here.
I forgot how just quick they throw you in here. Typewriter. Dear Diary. Oh. We are absolutely fucked. Sincerely, Emily. Emily. Okay, I'm at 75-ish volume. Okay, that's good to know. Empress. After the Royal Protector's Shakedown Cruise, will launch the ISS Jessamine Caldwin just before the anniversary of your mother's passing, pending your approval, of course. On the platform, we'll have a bottle of King Street brandy tied to a long tether that you'll release and swing out against the hull. What you say during the ceremony is, of course, up to you. Here are some ideas intended to serve as food for thought. May brisk wind hurry you to shores afar, shores near, far, and fair. May you shelter your crew from the perils of the terrible ocean. May you always sail for Bristol, true of heart and homeward bound. Yours faithfully, Visor Wainwright. Empress, we face yet another murder. I cannot remain silent on this matter. Strange, is it not, that all the victims have been openly opposed you? If not strange, then oh so convenient. Is there anything you wish to tell me, Majesty? How can I be an advisor if you don't include me on these most sensitive endeavors? I feel I must be the only person in Dunwall who doesn't know the truth about the Crown Killer. Don't leave me out in the cold. I remain your trusted servant and advisor, Lenora Helmswater. Damn. We really wordplayed. Schedule for Middle Song's Eve. Empress presented for your approval the schedule for Middlesong's Eve, morning meal with Tivian Trade Commission, presented from the research vessel Lobley Swift. Oh yeah, like a grand piano. Just returned from a newly discovered island chain off the Pandician continent. Okay. Midday meal with dignitaries from Morley, who will present you with a gift in exchange for your attention to their complaints, dedication, and speech for a new wing at the infirmary home for aged seafarers. Meeting with advisors on the issue of blood flies in the south. Evening meal with Lord Corvo at his request, aka dinner. Eric Plainstow, scheduling secretary. Wow, they really did. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Like a record player, right round, round, round. Okay, so this is Pandicia, the big continent. And when I spin it again, can I see at all? Like up here, like right there is the entirety of the Empire of the Isles, which is where we are. And then that's the ink and stuff. Okay, so I remember, if I remember right, that I can, yes.
How many times have I looked at that skyline? It feels like everything just changed.
Oh, and then that's the bar.
The Hound Pit's pub. I can't believe it, but I actually miss those times.
Dishonored 1 was such a good game. By far one of my favorites. Oh, 1 second. Options, visuals, quality, advanced, no. Gameplay, maybe? Kill cam, autosave, difficulty. Where is display, discovery, markers, dealer. Okay, if there's one thing I'm not a huge fan of, it's the way that the menu, kind of, when you have like a menu open, it shifts from one side to the other. It makes it just a tad hard to follow. Bloom, camera, lens flare. Where? Okay. Where is captions? Is it gameplay, maybe? Interactions, display. Contextual information, hearts. Am I really missing it? Oh, there it is. All dialogue. Thank you, Fox. Applied settings, yes. Okay, and now, for the most important of things to know, what's quick save? Shortcut item. Quick save is F5 and F9. Okay.
Delilah is some sort of witch. How is this possible?
She just built different.
Lady Emily, you're all right. I was worried. Where's the Royal Protector?
There's a coup underway. My father is... he's imprisoned, for lack of a better word.
You've got to get out of the tower. Through your safe room. There was a captain earlier today, down at the docks. Looking for the Royal Protector. Find her. Get out of Dunwall.
Alexei, I'm sorry. Goodbye.
It would be nice if we could all agree on where to put the button, where to put that option. I know, right? It's like, could we, I swear to God, could we all put it in the same place? Because personally, if I was the person in charge of that, I would put it under HUD. Because it shows up on like your HUD. Okay, so I need the key, right? I need the ring first. It's Sarkonan Legends: The Lost Ship Returns. Huh, interesting. Giant harp. Fire. I never leave any food.
These bastards
Okay, wait. Assassination. Walk close. Assassinate them. Okay.
are working with a ring.
Tutorials. By holding Alt and pressing Q or E. Okay. Mostly under accessibility these days, but older games will dump sub options just wherever they want. Yeah, I think, okay, yeah, accessibility is a good place to put it. W peek over cover, return your original position, you can also lean, okay.
Ramsay and the Duke of Serkonos.
Okay, let's go to the bathroom first. Do you have a cat? I do have a cat. Oh my god. 1 sec. Okay, so I thought the cat had turned on my bathroom sink. She did not. It's just one of those things where in the apartment building I live in, if the apartment below me is using like their shower or their bathroom sink for like an extended period of time, I will hear it through my faucet for some reason. And it tends to be pretty loud. So that's what that was. And it was just echoing through my bathroom, through my hallway, into the main room. So I just closed the door. All right. I eat all the food. I eat the grapes, including the stems.
I can't dally.
Oh, I want to wash my hands. Oh, audiograph.
Emily, I know times are hard. You're the ruler of 4 nations. And I won't pretend to understand the pressure you're under. Only you, and your mother before you, could know what that's like. Whoever's killing off your enemies is doing so for calculated effect. Undermining us. I do know what it's like to be blamed for murders you didn't commit. But trust me, we'll find this crown killer, and they'll pay. Tomorrow is the anniversary of her death. A sad day for sure. But I want you to remember all that's happened over the last 15 years. You've held on to the throne, and you've done what you thought was right for the people of the Empire. You drained the flooded district, kept the gangs in check, and yesterday we launched a magnificent ship bearing Jessamine's name. You're becoming the sovereign your mother wanted you to be, and I'm proud of you.
That's nice. Bathing salts. $15 coins. Just kind of hoped for a mirror there to actually work. All right. You all right, dude?
I can just go to the eyes.
well, he needs a bath. There we go. Alright, ads are starting. I'm gonna go on BRB real quick, just so that nobody misses anything important. But yeah, I'll see you all in like 2.5 minutes. All right, ads are finishing, so let's get right back into this. I've just been sitting here listening to the screams and stuff. All right, where is this a-hole? Wait a minute, what's in here? So I just need to check one thing, just to be sure. Okay, yeah. Anything interesting in here? Hey, I'm 15 gold pieces richer.
Then if I eat it, then if he eats it, then what?
Okay, so this is the door to my thing, so I'm going to leave that closed. Is there nothing over here? Okay. So now... do I have the key? I don't think I do, but...
I need my signet ring.
oh, okay. I figured that was the case.
Sure, yeah, he knows how to talk to the boss. A little lick spittle.
Lick spittle? How dare you? Okay. They really did just murder everybody. Okay. Crown Killer strikes again. Dunwall citizens express shock and fear as yet another outspoken critic of Empress Emily Caldwin has been met with a violent demise. The latest victim is none other than Ichbod Boyle, notable entrepreneur and supporter of the arts. Boyle recently wrote an opinion piece harshly criticizing the Empress on what he called her slipshod style of governance and her willful neglect of duties. Authorities are convinced the Crown Killer is the culprit, given the gruesome details left at the crime scene. As Her Majesty's most outspoken adversaries fall one by one to this notorious assassin, we boldly ask, is this now the duty of the Royal Protector, to murder all who dare criticize the throne? The way it was written made me think I had to do that, like, old-timey news voice.
Can I read? Of course I can read.
Good God, dude. Where'd he go? Oh, he moved over here. Sure, he can read, but he can't tell the time because it's clearly knockout o'clock.
Traitors.
That's right, Emily. They're traitors. Ooh, look, some food. We have a lot of money just laying around. Oh. Oh, look, more food.
This reminds me of good times with friends, with Wyman. All gone now.
Okay. Time for a quick save.
Throne room blocked off. We should have the time we need. Just stay here and stall anyone who comes by. I'll be back when I've searched the royal chambers, assuming I don't accidentally lock myself in this damn safe room.
We'll cover for you if anyone from
What's the thing? Oh, dang. Okay.
the Duke's party returns.
Okay. Mortimer Ramsey could be locked inside the safe room, which contains rations and water. The Empress was fond of a casual little puff. Secret passage in the royal chamber that leads to the streets, but you need your ring to open it. The captain goes by the name of her. Dunwall. She's looking for. Okay. Lore and map, schedule, ship protocol, audiographs, travel log. We're starting a new year. Maybe 1852 will be less boring than 1851. I can't wait for Wyman to get back to Dunwall. We'll go to the abandoned mansion I discovered the other night at the edge of Redshore. Maybe I'll have time to turn it into a scary haunted house beforehand, using sheets and hiding an old audiograph upstairs. Wyman would love that. We'll get spooked and hold hands, screaming and laughing. Come on, Emily, you promised to be more serious and listen at court. You're already planning your next escape. Let's start this diary again. Proposals for new decree on oil rationing distribution. dash dash dash. Okay, so clearly she did not write anything. The anniversary, that time of year again, the anniversary of my mother's death. There's no real time for reflection though. It's all scary protocols, menus, guest lists, and it's impossible to slip out at night. I feel like a caged bird. They've already got me memorizing this year's speech. It's endless. Would it be so terrible if I just said I remember what I remember about her? That wink she gave me, even as she was scolding me after I was caught climbing the statue of my grandfather, the sound of her footsteps as she paced at night, the time we shared a cabin on a boat trip to Driscoll, or the time she agreed to let Corvo teach me to fish, but then had to pull a hook from my arm. Now that would be a speech. Honestly, I feel like that would be a good speech, because like everybody, you know, you have the normal like, oh, she was a good empress, blah 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 blah. I feel like it would make sense for her to be like, let's tone it down a little bit. She was a good mom.
It's exciting. Everything's changing.
Everything's changing.
Yes. The natural order is reasserting itself. The Ramseys once hosted the king and queen of Morley. Did you know that? I spent my childhood playing with the Buntings and the Boyles, cream of society.
And very soon you'll be back at the top, Captain.
Ramsay's family fell from the aristocracy, and apparently the man holds a grudge. How it's my fault, that's beyond me. But one way or another, Ramsay is too dangerous to be left in play.
Okay. So where... Of course, okay. So he's over there. Not allowed human mourning is against the law. I know, right? Wish I had that bottle.
So he says, keep alert, and I says, I am alert. I've been alert. And then he says, oh yeah, but this time, I really mean it.
2 more months, she says, and she'll leave him. I can wait.
Oh, wow. I'll leave these two be. I was hoping to pick off the guy who's leaning against the wall right there, but I can't pick him up and pull him over. Is this guy not gonna worry about how ransacked everything looks and the fact that his 2 guards are gone?
I spent so many nights in here after the rat plague.
My idiot father notwithstanding. A tenth of this money could have saved my family, or a little piece of paper with her signature, or a word or 2 in the right places.
To kill or not to kill?
This won't leave my hand again.
That is a good question. To kill or not to kill?
I have a feeling I'll need these.
What? What? I'm gonna kill him.
Traitor. That was from my father.
Oh, that is a lot of gold. I figured my thought process on that.
The reserves won't help against Delilah, even if I had a way to carry it all out of here.
I mean, he had it coming. Yeah, that was my thought process. I'm like, he was directly responsible for the coup. He does not get to live. He probably would have died anyway, but...
This could be handy.
Like if I just locked him in here. Oh. But I figured it's probably better if I just kill him. He doesn't get to bask in the gold. All right, Corvo Tano, the Royal Protector in Our Times, Part 2. In an act of rebellion, young Jessamine Caldwin chose Corvo as her royal protector when Corvo was 19 and she was 12. He served her loyally as a bodyguard, courier, and some say spy. Before and after she was crowned empress, though, it was scandalous gossip at the time. It is said that they began a love affair around 1823 when Jessamine was 18 and Corvo 25. The next chapter of Atano's life is something out of a legend. During the time of the Rat Plague, when the Empress fell, Corvo was accused of regicide and sentenced for execution. Though he was thrown into Coldridge Prison, and publicly reviled, I think is how you would pronounce that. He escaped, and as part of a small conspiracy dedicated to throwing down the tyrannical Lord Regent, Corvo struck back at the people who had killed the Empress and who wronged him. As the Lord Regent fell, the Loyalist conspiracy turned on Corvo, poisoning him. Surviving through some inner resilience, he located the true assassin of the Empress and fought his way out of the flooded district. Corvo eventually cornered the last of the Loyalists on King Sparrow Island at the borough's lighthouse and rescued Emily Caldwin, heir to the throne. The romantic involvement between Corvo Tano and the Empress Jessamine Caldwin. Oh, Kofi, thanks for the raid! Hope your subathon's been going good. Sorry I was only able to poke in there for a little bit. But for those who don't know, I am a jackalope VTuber. I got the antlers and the bunny ears, and we are currently playing Dishonored 2. I've played it before, but I never finished it, and I figured it was about time I go back and I finish it. But welcome in, Raiders. I hope you all had an amazing time with Kofi. And Kofi, if you need some after-stream care time, such as like getting some food, taking a shower, just, I don't know, laying down in bed and cuddling your cats, totally go for it. You deserve it, my good sir, my good friend, my good buddy, my good pal. I sure do need to eat something, but I will come back. Alrighty, it is a first-person game, and I know that you could get motion sick from them, so don't, like, if you can't stick around, don't feel obligated to. I totally understand. The romantic involvement between, we just smashed our 50 sub goal, got 100 subs in. Nice, dude, that's awesome. That's awesome. Good job, chat. Good job supporting the clown. Kofi absolutely deserves it. The romantic involvement between Corvo Tano and the Empress Jessamine Caldwin was a terribly kept court secret. And thus it was widely held that Emily Caldwin is their daughter. Following the interregnum, Corvo watched over Emily as she began to rule the Empire of the Isles. There for me for square one, and I really want to share the kindness you've shown me. Kofi, I thank you. But you gotta remember, you've been there for square one for me too. You directly inspired me to start streaming.
I better take these.
So yeah, take that. Get loved on. Love you too, Kofi. Now go eat. Go eat now. See what I'm about to do? Do that. Go eat. And I will hydrate. That was good. Okay. I just thought of something funny. Where's the other bottle? There it is. Oh, here's the Isles. So you have Tivia, Morley, Bristol, Serkonos. Dunwall is here. We're going to be going to Serkonos in this game. I hope that they make more Dunwall or make more Dishonored games, because I would love to go to Tivia or Morley. Okay, oh, Corvo Atano. So we just read part 2, this is part 1. His parents were older at the time of his birth, and his father died in a lumber accident outside of the city when Corvo was still young. Around that time, his only siblings, a firstborn sister, moved away to Morley, and the family subsequently lost all contact with her. Only 16, Corvo dazzled the people of Karnaca when he entered and won the annual Blade Verbena, I think, maybe? The spectators from all over Serkonos were thrilled to see somebody so young and striking from a working-class family advance through duel after duel, eventually taking the prize. This unexpected welcome secured Corvo a junior officer ranking in the Grand Serkonan Guard. As a soldier, he was involved in a number of conflicts against organized criminal groups, rogue city-states within Serkonos, and pirate bands along the chain of islands radiating east from Serkonos. Sent from his homeland at the age of 18 by the Duke of Serkonos, then Theodanis Abel, father of Luca Abel. Corvo was assigned to serve the Emperor in Dunwall as a diplomatic gift. His Serkonan heritage made him a bit of an outsider in Dunwall, but the capital city must have seemed exotic and full of old-world mystery. A few months after he moved to Dunwall, it is recorded that Corvo received word that his mother had passed away. Several weeks after his departure from Karnaca. So yeah, one thing I love about this game is that, oh hey, there's an audiograph. Is that they really took the time to like explore more of Corvo's backstory. Oh,
Old Samuel made this. I'm glad he didn't live to see me driven out of Dunwall Tower.
Oh, Sam. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. All right, letter from Wyman. Emily, I didn't want to wake you this morning, but you'll forgive me since we must have said goodbye 100 times yesterday night. And it's only a chance, and the only chance I get to see you with your hair all whichever way is while you're asleep. As soon as the sun rises, you'll put on that Empress face. You're put on your Empress face. It makes me happy that I know your real face, the one that laughs at our silly rhymes. I don't want to go back to Morley, but I'm needed there. It'll be 4 months before we see each other again. I'll miss you, and yes, I'll bring you some of that white leaf tobacco for your hookah. Lord Corvo, if you're reading this letter as per your royal protector functions, know that I am joking and perfectly aware the white leaf tobacco is forbidden in Crystal. Take care of my daring Emily, and don't go falling from a rooftop. I love you, Wyman. Aww. Every bottle I find, I'm gonna throw out this guy. So she really did enjoy some casual puff. No, she didn't. That's just a joke. Totally just a joke. Totally just a joke. You know, it's totally it's banned in Crystal, you know, and we're in Crystal, like, you know, it's totally abandoned, you know. Oh, wow. No, yeah, you're right. This is her private, like, chambers. And there's one that, yeah. Yeah, totally. So for those of you in chat who don't know why I'm throwing bottles at this guy who's already dead, is that he is directly responsible for a coup, and like all the palace servants died because of this guy, so he totally deserves it. All right, are there any other letters? Nothing here. Okay, already looked through there. Treatise on the physical existence of that form realm. An excerpt. These little glimpses of the void in dreams or described by those awoken from comas are not limited to a select few. In my interviews, I've gleaned that there is not a single citizen without such visions at one time or another. This then must be a real place, not folklore or mass delusion. Perhaps it exists deep below the earth or far above it. Perhaps it is right next to us but hidden. Some trick of the light or wondrous curtain bars us from fully knowing it. We all know, and we all but wait for a natural philosopher to unlock the phenomenon, to show us how to see it at will. But when so revealed, it will not be a fearsome place any longer, not the distant and special realm described in the myths of the outsider. It will be strange, yes, even unsettling, but nonetheless it will be a new realm for us to explore and eventually conquer. What new treasures await us there? Are the lakes made of liquid diamond, the clouds of weightless silver gas, and what things we would learn? Oh, and then this is number 1. It is a common story. A person has stopped breathing, pinned under carriage wheels or some other tragic happenstance, and it is thought to be dead. But when the weight is removed, they make a quick recovery. But nonetheless, for a moment or two, this person was lost to us, lost the world itself. And what did they experience while in this temporary death? Darkness, nothingness? No, indeed not. They tell us, and so many, as so many before have, that they were nothing and that they were in a particular place and can't describe it vividly. And who among us does not know the place? Have we not all seen it in our dreams? This place we share in the farthest reaches of our minds, the realm where nothing makes sense, where one is at once both lost and at home, the void. All right, I'm pretty sure. Bone charms. Excerpt from books on sailing traditions and scrimshaw. Bone charms are a sailor's blessing, they say. The carving itself is a practice from long back, passed from salty dogs to young greenhorns, still finding their sea legs. In old times, sailors cut from the tusks of ice seals and into the arm-long fangs of bears that roam the islands, the islets north of Tivia. Once the whaling trade began, the practitioners began engraving the bones of those great beasts, rendering charms that sing in the night and grant some small boon, increasing a lover's vigor in, or providing defense against pregnancy. All right. All right, time to do the voice. Crown Killer strikes again. Dunwall citizens express shock and fear as yet another outspoken critic of Empress Emily Caldwin has met with a violent demise. The latest victim is none other than supporter of the arts, spoil Majesty's. Okay, yeah, we already read this one. No need to continue doing
Crown
it.
Killer must be connected to all this with the Duke and Delilah.
Alrighty. Go to Dunwall streets.
Anton Sokolov made this lock.
I'm gonna be completely honest. That lock is not as secure as you think it is.
Until I understand this, I have to go into hiding. I should make my way to the docks.
In 1631, Emperor Finlay Morgengard commissioned the first fleet of vessels made expressly for the hunting and processing of whales. They were powered by sails alone, and so were at the mercy of the winds. Although these whaling ships were small by current standards, Morgengard's fleet established the robust whaling trade we still enjoy today. Modern whaling vessels are much larger and use steam power to traverse the seas in search of whales. Did you know that every part of the beast is used? In addition, to canned meat and whale oil, there is also a flourishing whale bone trade. Baleen is used in roofing. Whale skins are processed into crude cloth. Bladders are made into wine flasks. Even the intestines are carefully harvested for their precious ambergris, I think, used in many medicines and perfumes. Handwritten note at the end of the chapter. Emily, half of Morgengard's whalers fell to the rough coast of the east of Morley. You can still see the remains of ships poking out of the water should you ever visit. Aaron, also, there is no mention here that it was Sokolov himself who designed the first steam-powered whaling ship. He'll tell you about it if you ask, and he's sober. I just realized I forgot to look at the audiograph.
What would my old governess say? Callista would probably tell me to sit up.
A long day in Dunwall. Okay, where's the autograph? Here it is.
Emily, my daughter, I know that one day you'll be grown up, and I wonder what you'll remember of these years. Will you recall your time as a child with fondness? Or were there too many caretakers, formal dinners, and lessons about boring old history? Maybe the precious hours we spent together will shine brighter. Time captured now and then with your mother and with Corvo, who was always close to my heart. I hope the season of rats and plague will be nothing more than a passing shadow on your early memories. A crisis come and past, weathered by your mother and her advisors. You'll sit on the throne someday, and will do well, I hope. It's a tricky life, full of responsibility and peril. It was not your choice to be the daughter of an empress, but I believe you'll rise to the challenge. Stay good-hearted, Emily. Keep drawing and telling stories, and only share your power with those you truly trust.
If only I could talk to my mother one more time.
Well, that was... I was kind of hoping it would be one for Wyman. When I heard the mom's voice, I was like, oh, this is gonna be a bit sad. I was like, oh no. Alright, so we looked at that. Excerpt on the historical examination of Dunwall Tower. For over a century, Dunwall Tower has been the capital of the Isle of Bristol and the seat of power across all the isles of the Empire. Rulers have come and gone, each adding something to their to the structure: gardens, observatories, new walls, pools, and specialized interior chambers to suit their needs and whims. Dunwall Tower has withstood numerous wars, several large-scale fires, and the collapse and rebuilding of the northern wing, which sounds like a really good story. A bit, I know, dude, I know. I was sitting there listening like, oh, this is rough. This is very rough. With Tivia and Serkonos joining the Empire first, it was Morley that resisted longest, and some of the conflicts that arise also necessitate further fortifications of the tower. Repeated assassination attempts near the end of the conflicts with Morley resulted in the creation of the Royal Protector position, with each ruler choosing his or her own Royal Protector after careful consideration. Cool. I know that the last time I played this, I didn't take the time to actually sit down and read all those bits that I could find. And I'm really wanting to do that this time, because I find the history of the Dishonored universe to be like super well done. Even if it's like a lot of it's like really vague, it does give you a sense of like time and how long things have been going on. Follow moderate height without taking damage. Okay, so that would kill me. Megan Foster's ship is just off the docks. It represents your best hope for escape. Okay, Imperial Ring, autographs, lore, history textbook, bone charms, Corvo Tano, or 2. Okay. I don't know if this is telling me not the way to go from like a game design perspective, but I'm gonna take the hint. I'm gonna go this way. Ooh. Nope. You're gonna shut up, my good sir. Nobody saw anything. Well, I'm gonna put you here and hope for the best. I won't lie, that was very close. I was like, oh no! Okay, is there a hilt? Like where I can like put my weapons away? I'm kind of curious. Stealth mode is C, lean, sheath weapons, okay.
Listen up, I have bad news. Ramsey's missing. Corporal Moore checked the royal
The
quarters.
city is crawling with the Duke's men.
We've got to find him. That's it, you've got your orders. Spread out and find the fugitive. We're in this with the Duke of Serkonos, sink or swim. There's no way to turn back now.
No one saw that? I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't know how they didn't see that. Right, something feels wrong. Alright, going for it.
The former Empress, Emily Caldwin, has been accused of high crimes against the state. Anyone caught harboring her is equally guilty of treason.
Alright, awareness.
Don't even know that.
You okay, dude?
Yes.
You alright?
I wear my regular clothes. Always alert. Always. They don't gotta say it twice. Should've listened to Mom and become a hairdresser.
It's like you could hear the wrinkles coming out.
This shirt reeks. I've got to get a spare uniform.
Alright, let's see. Nothing in there. Shoot. Looks actually kind of a cool clipboard design. Copper wire. Oh, Captain Ramsey's orders. All watch personnel, or all city watch personnel are assigned to posts in the immediate vicinity around Dunwall Tower. On the anniversary tomorrow, we'll be receiving guests from across the Empire. Most are detailed in your itineraries, but there is an important unlisted contingent from Karnaca. It's last minute, but important. None other than the Duke of Serkonos will be traveling with an entourage that includes VIP guests and some rather exotic equipment aimed at impressing our Empress. Let them pass and don't bother harassing them with the usual inspection nonsense on my orders. If you spoil the surprise, I'll have your head. Disseminate this note to all your squads. Captain Mortimer Ramsey, First Officer, Night Watch.
Who opened this door? Oh, maybe the wind or something.
Turn around, bro. Quick save, close the door. Alright, now he's headed back up. I have an idea. Come on. Could I not get up there?
Attention Dunwall citizens. As of today, Delilah Caldwin is our new empress. All hail Delilah.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
What am I supposed to do now?
Not my concern, citizen. I'd advise you to return to your home.
If I can't get through, that's it for my shop. The entire month will be ruined.
Trust me.
Okay.
You don't want to be out on the streets right now.
That was a little scary. I can't believe that worked. I cannot believe that worked. I freaking... Okay. Oh, that was good. I love that. I love that works. Okay. This is a much different path from the one that I took last time. I remember that much. Last time I went through the main street, like dodged everything. This time is me going the way that is not the main way. Can I not pick anything up here? Okay. It looks like...
Dunwall. Aiding a fugitive is now punishable by death. Aid the City Watch in this time of transition.
Little sneaky beaky is always good. Exactly, Fox. Exactly. Oh shit. Damn it. Oh, dude. I ended up sliding and then just slid right off. Oh, dude. All right. I can confidently say first death was purely an accident. Alright, save here. Yeah, last time I went straight through the middle. Whee!
Is there any... Lady, you want to hear what I've got to say. I guarantee it. Lady Emily, you won't get far with that face. Stamped on half the coins in the city.
There's a coup underway, and I'm being blamed for the Crown Killer murders. I don't care what my face looks like.
My name's Megan Foster. I work with an old ally of yours, Anton Sokolov. We learned something scary down in the south, and I came to warn you.
I know, Anton, but Corvo's gone. The Duke of Serkonos is here with a woman named Delilah. They massacred everyone in the throne room. Then she did something I can't explain. There was nothing to do but run.
Sometimes that's all you can do. This is my ship, the Dreadful Whale. We can head out as soon as you're ready.
I need to get to Karnaca where the Crown Killer murders started. Delilah must have been down there for a while, and I've got to figure out what's going on.
You're Corvo's daughter. I'll give you that. Should we go?
Yes. Let's do this.
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. Okay, so I was detected once. All right. Oh, I did not get all the gold. All right. I'll have to play again and get all the stuff.
Am I still aboard Megan's ship? Feels odd.
I think I'll go for another hour or so. I'm thinking it's going to be a bit of a shorter stream today. Oh.
What is this place? Where am I?
I forgot he did that.
I can feel something moving closer. Watching.
Empress Emily Caldwin. I am a friend of your father's from the bad old days. I never expected us to meet. I watched your mother die at the hands of schemers who wanted your little empire. Then you were rescued by a man in a strange mask. I thought that was the end of the excitement. But someone yanked the rug from under your feet. You've lost your throne and your father. And I promise, Delilah won't just give them back. So, what are you prepared to do about it? Your Imperial Majesty? And are you clever enough to do it without spilling a river of blood? I asked Corvo those questions 15 years ago. This is the moment that changed him. Now it's your turn.
Accept the outsider's mark.
It burns from the inside. I feel like I'm standing at the edge of something. All the stories, they're true.
Oh. My dumbass was like, hey, you just got these powers. Try and make this really long jump.
This is how I'm going to save my father and reclaim the throne.
Oh, this must be Crown Killer.
Corvo mentioned being here once.
I know you. Do you remember? It's been so long, and you've been through so much. Even as an echo of myself, it's good to know you're there.
Mother? You're here, but you're not here. In my hand, but somewhere else.
Only the last of my essence, with you for a while. If only I could reach across this great expanse and take you into my arms. But I have this to offer. My gift and my curse. Summon me to your hand, and I will guide you when I can.
Oh, it does. The clock, the gears in there do move.
Who is Delilah really? How could she? I don't understand.
Oh, okay. So you have the Duke. This is the inventor guy. I don't know who that is. And this is the Crown Killer. Right there.
There's no one quite like Delilah. I watched her pull herself up from blood and filth until she was in a position to steal from the wisest scholars in the Empire. Survival and ambition, art and magic, with a cunning that makes fawning sycophants of those around her, all of it leading to what you saw at Dunwall Tower. Delilah's playing the long game. She took all the abuse the world could deal out, and now she has a crown. But I'll let you in on a secret. She's got her eyes set on a much greater prize.
There are going to be ads in like 3 minutes, give or take.
When I was 10 years old, bored with my lessons, I dreamed about sword fighting and sailing the ocean. Now I'm realizing that the world is stranger than I ever imagined. Everything I know has been turned on its head, but I'm dealing with it the best I can. When you look at the great jeweled map at Dunwall Tower, Karnaca is the southernmost port in the Empire. A fat, red ruby. That's how I always thought of it. Up close, the city smells like the ocean and strange spices. Up close, it's a tangled story of blood and ambition. The birthplace of my father. Megan Foster is a stranger, but there's something that makes me want to trust her, despite her guarded disposition. She got me out of Dunwall, and I need answers. Delilah and the Duke made me look like a murderer, using the Crown Killer to butcher my political adversaries. They took what was mine, and I'm gonna get it back.
Travelogue. Alright, Edge of the World. My father's lost, turned to stone by Delilah. Those words don't even seem real. Witchcraft, something I never would have believed possible. But now I have to believe it, so I can believe that it can be undone. Delilah claims to be my aunt, the rightful heir. Truth or lies? All I know is that she used magic to take my throne, aided by that weasel, Duke Abel. They must have been working on their plan for years, buying disloyalty with promises. Even Ramsay, captain of the City Watch, planting in everyone's mind the idea that my father and I could be responsible for those monstrous killings. That one or both of us were the Crown Killer. I'm not in a trusting mood, but Megan Foster says she knows Anton Sokolov, our old royal physician, and she helped me escape the coup, so she's all I have right now. We're sailing for Serkonos. My Dunwall, my home, is no longer safe for me, but I never really was safe. I never really will be. The sooner I get through that through my skull, the better. The Void. This time, it isn't a dream. I've read about the Void and the Outsider. Imagine them. Now I've seen these wonders for myself. Strange doesn't even begin to cover it. The Outsiders had terrible eyes, black on black. He offered me something. I know these gifts come with a price, but how could I refuse? This power might give me the edge I need to defeat Delilah and Duke Abel. I worry about paying the cost later. And what price will I pay for this other gift? Or for his other gift? My mother's beloved voice, trapped in the strangest contraption. It's both comforting and chilling to be able to talk to her again. And yet, it's not entirely the person I knew anymore. This thing, the heart, it's there and not there. I'd focus on, in a new way to even see it. We've arrived in the southernmost tip of the Empire. Strange fragrances all around. Salt, fish, spice. I don't know how to blend in here. I don't know what to eat or where to go. This is where my father was born, so part of me belongs here too. And these are my people, or they were, until my throne was stolen by Delilah. I'm coming for you, Delilah, with my new powers. All I need now is a plan. Alright, ads are starting. I'm going to take a quick BRB break so that nobody misses anything important, and I will see you all in just a little bit. Alright, ads are finishing up, so let's get switched back over. Alrighty. We have arrived. Let's do this. Alright. It's not what you're used to, living in a palace, but this is all the coin I could scrape up. Anton and I operated on a tight budget, and guess what? Now you do too. If it's not beneath you, pick up whatever valuables you find. Along your way, we'll need ammunition. We'll need ammo and resources to take down the people behind the coup. Hidden all over the city, where there are underground black market shops. Look around for a symbol depicting two hands, which means there's a shop nearby. Follow the signs and they'll guide you. Buying from the black market is against the law, but it could make the difference between the Duke's military. Sokolov was working on this crossbow as a gift for you, but if you need it modified, those shops can help with it as well. Megan.
Must be cursed. Daft old man, this is some shit. Back to that city. What would we have done in the old days? All sharp metal and shadows, we'd say.
All right. You've explained part of it. But what were you and Sokolov doing here?
The old man loved Karnaka, but he'd caught wind of a conspiracy tied to the Crown Killer. He wanted to warn Corvo.
There are reports about tensions rising. Corruption, street violence. I didn't give it much mind. Usually the local authorities resolve that sort of thing.
The new Duke has let things slide. But Sokolov concluded he might be the head of the conspiracy. He came in looking shocked, and if you've heard his after-dinner stories, you know that's unusual. We were going to set out for Dunwall, but something happened.
The Crown Killer.
Yes, the hatch ripped open and Sokolov screamed. All I caught was a glimpse of someone carrying him across the deck. I followed as long as I could, toward Addermeyer Institute. It's run by the alchemist Hypatia. Maybe the Duke is using a patient of hers, the Crown Killer.
Addermeyer. All right. I'll get inside. The Crown Killer has to be eliminated, and if the alchemist will cooperate, maybe I can learn something about what happened to Sokolov. Wish me luck.
If you need my luck, Sokolov's as good as dead. When you get done at the Institute, disable the watchtower. Once it's down, I'll bring the boat around. We'll take the skiff to the shore when you're ready.
Okay. If I remember right, this is the start of like a couple back-to-back-to-back missions.
There are a few black market shops scattered across the city. Brisk trades in bullets and knives these days.
The jewel of the South. My father's birthplace.
Oh, look, the little guys. The little guy. Oh, look, those so cute.
Ready for me to drop you at the docks?
Ready.
Let's go see the streets where my father grew up.
Off we go then.
It won't do to be recognized.
Find Admire Station and take the carriage to Admire Institute. It's the best lead you have for tracking down the Crown Killer.
I'd take you to Addermeyer by boat, but security's too tight. The Grand Guard have a watchtower there. Go inland and use the carriage station. Before his death, the old Duke of Serkono spent decades building up Karnaca. After Duke Luca Abel took over, he started draining the wealth out of the city as fast as he could. Orgies and week-long feasts.
Having more fun here than we were in Dunwall, it seems.
Watch yourself on the way to Addermeyer. The Duke's given the Grand Guard run of the city. Strangers get attacked on sight.
I'll keep my head down.
This is a good spot. Reach Addermeyer, take out the Crown Killer, and find out where Sokolov was taken. The alchemist, Hypatia. She'll help if she can. Sokolov likes her.
I'll see you later at Addermeyer. Just wait to bring up the boat until after I've disabled the watchtower.
Alright, I'm gonna check one thing real quick. I'm always a little worried. Okay. I'm always a little worried that my that my mic is turned off. Like I didn't unmute it quick enough.
Welcome to Karnaca, stranger. No need to cover your face. There's not much dust from the mines down here at the docks.
Okay, that's Black shop. Black market. That's what it is. Black market shop.
Hello there.
Hello.
You're not from here, am I right? Welcome to Karnaca, then.
Let's not worry about it. Oh. Was it
Careful
tab?
with
There we
that
go.
sword. The Grand Guard won't like it.
Covering your face won't make the Grand Guard happy.
That's Addermeyer in the distance.
You know
Okay, how do I do the quick choose? Power, spyglass, Z, shortcut item. Okay, health elixirs are. Okay, where's the thing? Okay, it's caps. How many do we have? We have 3. Okay, so we have Blink. Shadow Walk. During Shadow Walk, your visibility is reduced, making it harder for enemy to detect you. Don't get too close, however. Moon Shadow will arouse suspicion. Oh, but that takes 4. Did somebody say Dishonored? Yes, I said Dishonored. Welcome in, Yabby. How you doing? Might I suggest? Feel free. You're the pro at this game. Alright, this is Doppelganger. Far Reach. Save up for the chain one. For Link. Oh, yeah. Thank you.
It's getting worse. I might be able to help you out.
We're listening.
Yeah, Far Reach is good, but I think I'd want to save for the chain. Ooh, I felt that one. Eating myself all over this map. That sound was pretty satisfying. I want to make sure. Oh, rune or bone charm. Bone charm, bone charm, bone charm, bone charm, rune.
My heart can't take much more of this.
Enjoy the air here. I, for one, ain't selling fermented shark.
Are we gonna let a few blood flies stop us?
I'm in. Just remember to move slowly and don't get too close to the nests.
We don't even know if the people inside had any money. We just know they're dead, and the place is infested with blood flies.
Carl, going through there puts us on the other side of the wall of light.
If you want out of the city as bad as I do, this is our chance.
No. More likely we all get stung to death. Then we end up hatching more blood flies for the next group of idiots who try to get inside.
Hey, come here.
I'm trying. Okay, I think I gotta go through the back. Who does that? I know, right? Who leaves your door locked? Because I don't want to smell you. You smell disgusting.
Fellow Serkonans, let us rejoice at the crowning of our new Empress Delilah Baldwin I and the imminent arrival of His Grace.
Boom, roasted.
An underground market. Illegal trade means weapons
Okay, I just
and
need to
ammunition.
hit caps. Oh!
Your face is no concern of mine.
Upgrades.
This
Let's
is what
see.
I have for upgrading your equipment.
We stand a shopkeeper who ain't a snitch. I know, right? Let's see. Mine. Stun mine.
News
Stun mines
isn't
are
good,
good.
they say. They should do like me. Never read it.
Alright. Gear. What's that cost? That costs... Alright, and then that's sleep dart. Okay. Thank you for your business, and yours is none of mine. Exactly.
You won't regret it.
Alright, and then we're gonna get a couple sleep darts.
I'll take that deal.
I'll take that deal. It's a good deal. Throws out shrapnel. Stun mine is 70. I'll save it. Let's see. Do I have enough for any?
I have some upgrade plans for your gear.
Stun mine plus domino is really good. Also, I'll keep that in mind. I just want to see if I can get any upgrades at all. Nope. All right. So we're gonna do a stun mine then. There we go.
We could do business.
Thank you, sir.
Come back soon. I mean, if I'm still here.
You're always gonna be here. I have faith in you. All right. Let's see. How do I switch? Okay, is there like a... I need to remember the controls. It's been so long. All right, keyboard mapping. Power, spyglass. Okay, so it's caps. I need to remember that. Caps. Because it's going to be easier to switch like this. Somebody's been crazy out there. Okay, and then, powers. There we go. Upgrade. Yes. There we go. There we go. Now we're cooking with peanut oil. Thank you for your business, kind sir.
I like how you spend.
He just saw me pour my life savings. Now you wanted to talk to me.
I have something that might interest you. My name's Mindy Blanchard, and you look like someone who goes into places where you don't belong.
You know
Wanna
it.
help me with something? You scratch my ass, I'll scratch yours.
I need to get to Addermeyer Institute. Can you help me with that?
Yeah, I know how to do that. You go get a body for me, and I'll help you with your problem. Don't worry, he's already dead.
A body? That's odd. From where?
The overseers are holding him at their outpost. They think he was a kind of a witch. I want the body for reasons of my own. Sneak in and take it, then meet me in the old basement below the dentist office near there.
I'll think about it.
Dude, those freaking dogs. Oh. Lento, you're either brave or desperate to accept this job. We used to smoke flash blood flies with full crews, but the infestations are bad now and the Duke canceled the funding. So we get rid of these nests by hand. Here's what you need to know to stay alive. 1. If you need to slip past a bloodfly swarm or nest, keep your distance and move slowly or they'll attack. The bloodflies are calm, you're fine. If they take flight and start glowing, it's trouble. If you get swarmed, you gotta run away or fight. Smash the bloodflies or burn them. Same for the nests. 4. A bloodfly swarm will keep coming back until you destroy the nest for that swarm. That's really all you need to know. You'll do fine. Oh yeah, another thing. If you find any bloody amber in a nest, just keep it as a bonus. Make sure the Grand Guard doesn't see it, or they'll ask for some urban sanitation tax or whatever. Good luck. Mindy's canonically trans. Ooh, that's cool.
It's infested, all right. Move slowly, stay away from the nests, and try to avoid getting filled with bloodfly venom and eggs.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna try something. It might be dumb, but I'm gonna try something. Ooh. That's a cool thing. That's a history book right there. I was hoping to get some blood amber or whatever. Scenarios are friends here and explosive alcohol. That's good to know. Blessing and a curse. Pokemon sketch. Ah, nothing here. Welcome back in, Kofi. Hope you had a good meal. A potato? Alright, I'm gonna continue to do something stupid. Do you think it's safe to eat potatoes raw IRL? I used to do that all the time. I don't do it much anymore because I'm lazy and I don't want to pick up, or I don't want to peel potatoes, but... Where's this last one? The buzzing is annoying me. I'd eat them with the skin. Ooh, look, a carrot. The crunch is the best part. Alright. Cap. That's what I need. What? There's a lot of runes here. And a bone charm. Okay, we're gonna continue on now. Yippee! Yippee! Alright, chat, say it with me. Yippee! Alright. Alright, bone charm. Let's see. Killing blood flies or rats restore health. Alright, we're gonna equip that one. Incendiary bolts, yes! So on the 63, the 64. I think that's all we got for here. See, what I was trying to do. So I was trying to get in here. Oh. That would explain why they got agitated. Alright. Ooh, bananas. I'm gonna eat all of them at once. You remember this room? Okay. Been a bit since I've saved, so let's save. Bottle, empty bottle. Okay, that group is going to be a bit interesting to deal with. Bonk. Well, there's nothing there, so somebody came by and took what was on that. We can be bees. Damn, I hate looters who lose before I can. I know, right? It's the height of disrespect. Ah! Assholes made me use 2 of my freaking things. Not yippee, not yippee, exactly. Ooh, that's another room. Look, blood amber. Say it with me, chat. Yippee! Trying to figure out what apocalypse this is. This looks like all the above. Okay, so, Sketch. Have you ever played the Dishonored series? Or watched anything about the Dishonored series? Because I will be more than happy to explain what this whole thing is about. No. So, Dishonored takes place in kind of like a steampunk-ish, like, oh, and my cat is in the litter box. A steampunk-ish universe where like everything's being run off of like whale oil, and there's like some magic involved with this guy called the Outsider who's able to give, like abilities to people. And in Dishonored 1, the Empress was killed, and you, the Lord Protector, were framed for the murder. And then you basically figure out who the real conspirators are and all that. In Dishonored 2, you're playing as either Corvo, the Lord Protector from the previous game, or Emily, who is the daughter of the previous Empress, and the daughter whose father is Corvo. A coup happens. The person who's leading the coup has magic. We escape, and we need to figure out what happened, what led up to the coup and all that. So we go to this place called Serkonos, which is in the southern, like a southern island of the Empire. And they have these things called bloodflies, who are, think, mosquitoes, but the size of rats and with the temperament of wasps or hornets, whichever one is more aggressive. Yeah, so that's basically what's going on. Oh, hey, that can actually move. I see. Sorry for derailing. No, I'm more than happy to explain the Dishonored stuff. I love Dishonored. I just never finished it. Alright, so, oh, hey, guys. Food! Alright, so that's flammable. Oh, okay. Where's the last guy? Where are you? There you are.
Everyone is looking for me. It might pay to be discreet.
What's being discreet? Alright. Oh, I remember.
That weren't no blue-jawed hagfish.
This is the worst
This is more likely.
Uh.
Damn it, I need to pee.
Then go pissers. It's pretty easy.
What am I? Stocking with that leg, that's what. Worse than nothing.
I think my man is into stockings. Wash bottle. Want to see something funny? Sure. Typewriter. That guard back there is into stockings. And honestly, based. Quick save, then grab some glasses and chuck them at the dumpster outside. All right.
Wait here. Just checking something.
Hello? Anybody?
Shit,
Don't make
what
me
was
search
that?
the whole place. I don't have time for that. Something feels wrong.
Guys, I think you're supposed to open it.
Did you hear that? What's going on here?
Open the thing.
Did I imagine that?
Open it.
I'm sure.
Guys,
I wonder who that
you're not
was.
playing the game.
Stay here. I'll just check. Give me
Come on, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
Take a look real quick. Yell if you find anything suspicious.
Oh, come on,
Wait,
dude.
I'll have a look over there. Be careful.
He went through the animation, but it didn't take him.
Come back here.
Guys, come on.
No, I'll never. Huh?
Shit,
What was that?
Did you hear someone over there?
I just need to make sure. Yeah. Better safe than
Who's
sorry.
coming from here? Let's see.
Nope. Nobody there.
Dude.
Probably nothing, but
All right, I'm gonna quick load and then I'm gonna try again because I think like they got bugged or something like that, and I think I know what's gonna happen when they open it.
Wait,
What was
sounded
that?
like? Have a look over there.
Broken glass. Be careful.
It was coming from here. Let's see. No, nobody there.
Who is this?
All right, I'm just gonna quick load. I'm pretty sure what it's supposed to be is they open it and then a bunch of blood flies come out and like murder all of them. But I think that they're like attacking the blood flies and then that's canceling them opening it. So, all right, doctor's notes. The 14th, Let the record show that I did try. When Admire closed, I tried my best to take on all their bloodfly cases. Void helped me. I even took out an advertisement in the Karnaca Gazette, and come they did. Sometimes with cases so advanced, the larvae are ready to burst through the skin. Ugh. I had to turn them away lest they contaminate all the other patients and myself. The whole dreadful business has become a danger to me. If I don't protect my own health, how can I cure others? My things are packed. I have purchased passage to Winddown, and what a relief to treat scurvy and chilblains after all these hideous bloody infections. Learned it the hard way on a Goes Clean Hands run. Knocked a guy out with a chloroform bottle, and another started searching, opened the dumpster, got them both killed. Oof. Alright. Is there nothing else to loot in here? Tap, that's obviously a microscope.
I'm scared. Something's up.
What are you, scaredy cat?
She says, then she'll leave him. I can wait.
Is off because they have turned their backs on tradition and on the seven strictures themselves. A wanderer is a friend to the outsider. Never doubt that. Karnaca is in great peril, brothers and sisters. Now, this is not news to those of you living through these times of crisis, but the source of your suffering might not be plain to you. Karnaca has turned away from the Abbey of the Everyman. Those leading this city would gamble with all that we have built, with your very...
We got a couple of creatures.
Anarchy will befall thee. Sometimes I wonder if chaos not seen since the time of the great burning. Karnaca has but one
Instead, they're made in a few locations, kept from us, and shipped out.
It's far worse to have the knowledge of construction materials scattered across the Isles. The metals used to make the devices are unusually rare. The techniques, if applied by anyone but the most faithful, resolute overseers, would border on heresy.
Door.
I suppose you're correct. It grieves me to imagine what cultists might accomplish if they took the music boxes and converted them to their own ends.
Exactly, brother.
I bet this is the part of the no power
Assemble them in
way. You jump down to there and then drop down to there.
the supernatural.
Oh god. Hi, buddy. Hi. Good to know.
Peril, brothers and sisters. Now, this is not news to those of you living through these times of crisis, but the source of your suffering might not be plain to you. Karnaca has turned away from the Abbey of the...
Turn away from the Everyman.
Sometimes I wonder if it wouldn't be better to craft music boxes that can live on here in the sick and muscles. Instead, they're made in pure locations, kept in boxes.
Sleep tight, sweet prince.
Far worse to have the knowledge of construction.
Attempted to try Goes Clean Hands run with no powers, but I fear I would lose my sanity. Oh, it does not seem like it would be fun.
The techniques, if applied by anyone but the most faithful, resolute overseers, would border on heresy.
I suppose you're correct. It grieves me to imagine what cultists might accomplish if they took the music boxes and converted them to their own ends.
Exactly, brother. Much better to protect such a powerful tool. Assemble them in secret and dispatch them across the Empire where they're needed and fight against the
I'm gonna try something.
Tale is told with the mightiest enclave. And sometimes...
Oh, damn it.
This area's off limits.
What's going on?
What happened here?
What's going on here?
Oh my god! Oh my god, that was great! Anyway. That's their fault. That is their fault. Oh, dude, that's great. I love that.
Is told within our mightiest enclaves. And sometimes it is told around campfires during our most remote pilgrimages. It is the sorry story of a man, most high within the Abbey, who was banished during the Rat Plague. His name may not be spoken, and all written record of his existence has been erased. So grave were his errors. To fall from the...
We got 3 sleep darts.
To the muddiest ditch of disgrace, that is his tale. To once wear the cloth of the High Overseer, and to later bear the night, never to return.
Yeah, no praying in front of us. I start from a series of Overseer invocations by High Overseer Abram Templeton. Wasn't he in the first game? And I say to you, brothers, it is here that we make our stand as a righteous force against the growing darkness. It is here that we unite against the spirits of the unknown that would drag us screaming into the night, never to return to our homes, to our families. Together we will serve as a rod to those who would stray from the herd, for the foggy gray wastes of the outsider. We will burn a bright fire with our virtuous actions so that others will not lose their way, and to those who will choose to wander beyond the walls of our homes in far places, we will strike at them swiftly before they whisper to their neighbors, filling their hearts with strangeness and doubt. That is not a holy pose. No, it is not. I'm just gonna... See, they were having a good time, and then they fell asleep. Excerpt from a longer work. Throughout the natural world, there are ripples that we can barely perceive with our senses, and ancient music permeating everything as fundamental as structural rule. Through it, you can work wonders without violating the natural world or begging favors from unfriendly spirits. Throughout my studies, I have found a 17-note scale derived from this phenomenon, and with the right equipment, those notes allow for the astonishing effects. Not the least of these is the ability to calm the turbulence originating in the void which we attribute to the outsider. 1 second, where is...
Am I being
15?
Presumptuous? Hoping to cross paths with that monstrous assassin? Huh? That sounded like broken glass.
What holy man wants to cross paths with us? I know, right? All right, so now we throw him in here with the others. Conscious. Okay. Unsent letter to the High Overseer. Esteemed High Overseer Kulan, I hope that you're in good health and not too nostalgic for Wei Gone, which I'm told is striking this time of year. Forgive my stream of letters, but our problems at Zirconos are significant. Any insights you can offer would be most welcome. Duke Abel is a travesty, openly disdainful for the Abbey, and yet I must maintain relations with him for the welfare of this nation. You have been called a unifier, something the Abbey greatly needed after the horrors of the Rat Plague, so your guidance would be of value. Under the Duke, the streets here are overrun with cutthroats. Paolo and his gang grow bolder every day. Lastly, my recent correspondence with the Auricular Sisters has been troubling. Their responses have arrived after marked delay, and their recent proclamations possess an unusual cadence. Yours in faith, Vice Overseer Liam Byrne. Nothing in here? Nothing. Oh. More incense, please. Yes, the past. Moving and pause. Finally, both sense. Okay. Solution. High proof. I wish I could I wish I had an inventory and I could take some of this flammable stuff. Oh, I need a code. Surround your innermost being with these strictures and you will be safe. The 7 strictures are our core principles, taught and reinforced by overseers across the Isles. From the principles stem all manner of rules, social codes, and beliefs across the cosmos. Wandering gaze, lying tongue, restless hands, roving feet, rampant hunger, wanton flesh, errant mind. All these behaviors must be restricted in order to keep one's heart free from malevolent influences. They are the threads of the outsider. Is there a note somewhere? Where would this note be? Aha, rampant feet, roving feet, rampant hunger, errant mind. Okay, so feet, hunger, mind. All right, so feet 4, 5, 7. 4, 5, 7. I'm rich. Painting. Oh wow, that's a nice painting. Yoink. Money, I'm rolling in the dough. Okay. Heart. So there's bone charm, and then a rune and a bone charm, and then a rune over there. All right, so we're gonna grab this one. There's a bone charm that way. I'm gonna quick save.
This heretic's body is important, even though I don't fully understand the situation. We'll wait for the Vice Overseer.
When should Byrne arrive?
He's engaged currently. He'll send someone else, maybe Overseer Kindana. Until then, we stay where we are.
Won't the heretic's corpse attract blood flies, brother?
No, I've dusted it already. We should be fine here for now. But mark me, anyone who shows up here has ill will at heart. There are no coincidences in Karnaca.
Oh, wow. This is the kind of painting you use to honor yourself? Gross, dude. Gross. Cringy AF. Normally when you try and make yourself look super, like, glorious and all that jazz, you don't have it show you pointing guns at people. What's this? Oh, okay. Well, he's left in there. Anything? I got a health elixir. Typewriter, a whole banana. Funny stories from Serkonos. Early one morning near dawn, Marcolo's wife hears a knock at the door. It's one of Marcolo's friends. Where's my husband? She asks. He was supposed to be with you, picking up a case of Orbon rum. I'm sorry, says the friend, but something horrible happened at the distillery. Marcolo toppled headfirst in the barrel of rum and drowned. So the wife starts slapping. Oh my love, he's gone. At least tell me it was a quick death. I can't lie. Says Marcolo's friend. He got out 3 times to piss. That's actually kind of funny. That is kind of funny. Alright. He died doing what he loved. Alright, where's that guy? Because I know that the other one is in here. Sorry, sir. We're here about your car's extended warranty. Where did you find those drawings? I made them. As I said, I'm an artist, mostly newspaper advertisements. These don't look like advertisements. They look like heretic nonsense intended to make your neighbor sick or bring back a loved one. Nothing will dissuade you from these notions, I'm sure, so instead of wasting my breath, I'll give you some advice. Take a bath once in a while, overseer, and invest in some scented soap, unless that's against one of the scriptures. Conclusion. Apparently, the accused suffered from a weakened heart, dying during the interrogation without providing anything further. His apartment on the canal should be searched for items or drawings of a profane nature. Oof. Why not? Why just pickpocket a guy when you can choke them out instead? Exactly. Exactly. He's got to get the full experience. And then we got to take him all the way over here. See, his friends were throwing a party, and they were having a good time, and they all fell asleep. Oh, that's downstairs. I don't know. They really got to get their act together, man. Alright, where's this bone charm? Right on there, okay.
That's it. The body Mindy sent me after.
Alright, let's see. Killing rats. Enemies miss more often with ranged attacks. You are more visible to enemies. Okay, that's not one I want to use. Okay. Where does she want me to take the body? Or where do they want me to take the body? Station. Mini, okay.
Apart from the flocks entrusted to our care, apart from those who give our lives to both sacrifice, sometimes this tale is told without life.
She hurt, don't worry. Okay. I just want to be sure.
Most high within the abbey. The echoes of lies come back as the voice of
Most high within the abbey.
His name may not be spoken, and all written record of his existence has been erased. So great was his terror.
Wouldn't miss that. Strike! Huh? What? Someone protect me!
I think I done goofed. I'm gonna go back. I don't know if I done goofed, but I'm gonna play it safe. Oh, I'm all the way back here.
This heretic's body is important, even though I don't fully understand the situation. We'll wait for the Vice Overseer.
When should Byrne arrive?
He's engaged currently. He'll send someone else, maybe Overseer Kendana. Until then...
The heretic's corpse attract blood flies, brother?
No,
Yeah, I don't have the time this time. Make sure I get this. EP boys. There we go. Yep, that's a corpse. Grab this, grab that. Take this guy.
That's it. The body Mindy sent me after.
Fur reach.
From the spoiled touch of the outsider himself. Hold closest to the 7 strictures.
Something is amiss. Some heathen grown bold by these times. I shall not abide the footfall of a blasphemous wanderer.
This is not news to those of you living through these times of crisis. But the source of your suffering might not be plain to you. Karnaka has turned away from the abbey of the
Having a picnic soon. On the back.
Hey, you got him.
I got him.
Down in the hole.
Yes, ma'am.
Good job. Take this.
I won't ask you why you needed that. So how do I get to Addermire?
I just sent one of my boys to turn off the power to the carriage rails. When the juice is off, you can walk along the rails and get where you need to go. On the other side, there's a station that will take you to Addermire.
Better than nothing. Thanks for your help.
Ooh, nice. Oh my. Hmm? 48, 14. Ow. Where's the heart? If I remember right. Alrighty, let's see. That gives me 2 runes. Pull objects towards you, catch them mid-air, includes corpses and unconscious bodies. If you're falling, type briefly slows as you aim fire reach. Pull resources that can be added to your inventory automatically. Objects that can be carried must be grabbed manually. Pull. And then aim. And you pull them violently. Yeah, we'll do this one. All right. We're gonna lock that rune. Oh, ads are here. I'm gonna go on BRB real quick, so that nobody misses anything. Alrighty, be right back. Alrighty, ads should be over. I'm thinking when it comes to this, I'm probably gonna end in like 20-30 minutes ish, but I'm not gonna rush to finish the mission. I'll just play it when I got time next. I'm gonna try and keep my like 3 hours ish time going.
I was weak. I must be ever vigilant. The outsider. He knows my heart.
He says. Quick save.
And shamble just outside the lights of our city, whose faces we do not recognize, and whose voices are strange to us.
Hey, you're not supposed
The
to be
girl was
here.
taken from her home the next night, locked in a cage.
Thanks for that. Quick save hotkey, my beloved. I know, right?
One way to say it's Abby. Never met it. People gotta listen.
All right. Now that I know that he does that. There you go, bro. Because he saw someone fall like 40 feet, not because he recognized you. Oh.
Discord that awaits them beyond death. The Abbey will not allow the shadows of the void to fall upon you. We will brandish the light or the flame as we must to keep our charges from everlasting pain and suffering.
Something is amiss.
To prevent even one among us from wandering through that endless night of time without end.
Blasphemous wanderer.
The reward of a life well lived, in keeping with the 7 strictures, is the end of a... The peace of non-being. Only those who turn from the 7 strictures risk an endless existence adrift.
Oh, that's good. All right. Let's see. Leviathan's mind. Regenerate mana while underwater. Oh, that's good. All right, and then
The dark.
what do my runes look like? I got 1 rune. Okay.
Without stars. The cold, lifeless
everything
ocean
wherever they
that
go.
surrounds us all.
All right,
To
hearts.
devour the earth and sky and all things in between. Trust in the Abbey. My friend.
Trust in the Abbey.
In the Abbey.
Trust in the Abbey.
A young girl came to smell the stink.
Move along. We're conducting a search for heretical artifacts.
What? Here? Listen, I only need
This area is restricted on the authority of the Abbey. No one is allowed inside.
I don't feel safe. What is wrong with this city?
You can see a disc full of whalebone flying to the air. He's just busy doing his job. You know what he probably saw? He probably saw it fly in the air and was like, "No, I'm good. I don't want to deal with that."
Why be tempted by such gilded nothings?
Oh, I was hoping it lead me back around. Ooh. Anyway, bone charm. Let's see. Someone drinking a mana elixir. Sometimes drinking a mana elixir restores all mana. Gonna equip that. That's rough, buddy. Thanks for the bone charm. Exactly. I still have one issue, and that is that I can't seem to get over there. Need to do a hell of a lot of backtracking to get there.
Of disgrace, that is his tale. To once wear the cloth of the high seer, and to later bear the heretic's brand across the flesh of his face.
Want a hint? Actually, yes.
Look to the 7 strictures, and you will know. I say this now to all faithful now.
Those doors are breakable. Oh. But they will make some noise as long as I'm like not. Guards will kick them open. Oh, okay.
What's that?
Whoa, who did that? The door just spontaneously broke.
I'll find you.
The heat got him. Yeah, sometimes if you go from too hot to too cold, back to back, it's a little bit much.
Huh? That sounded like broken glass. Hey, you! Come here!
Oh, God!
I smell heresy. Oh, keep trying.
Oh.
Huh? That sounded like broken glass.
Why'd you come over
Hey,
here?
you! Come
Asshole. Walks down the hallway and spots Emily Caldwin absolutely housing 15 pairs. Listen, I'm famished, okay?
Huh? That sounded like broken glass.
No use making trouble.
did he end up like past me? How did he not see me? Good brother Harold, last week when we talked, oh, what a state I was in. It was good of you to take me aside and lend your advice. I have taken it to heart, and I know that you are correct. Yes, I will need to be purified through ritual. Ah, what a road I have ahead of me. I know it well, but you may not know. I have endured the ritual once before, but 3 years ago, though I was young and strong, I came within an inch of death. If I may impose upon you again, everyone knows if you hear glass shatter near you, you should immediately run and check underneath the furthest table away from you. Exactly, Gabby, exactly. You know how it works. If I may impose upon you once again, would you be so kind as to not mention our conversation to anyone? I'll arrange for the ritual, of course, very soon, though I confess ever since our talk, I feel much better. No comparison to that agitated state in which you found me. Peace and clarity have returned to me. Truly, I do feel better. In all things, Brother Chester. Chester, don't do it, bro. Don't do it. Oh my.
Karnaca was a lovely city once, before the Duke began choking the life out of the place. Before the Crown Killer started painting the walls red. Now you're here. And I have to wonder whether you're gonna give it that final nudge. Or pull it back from the edge. We've both seen cities go bad before. Vermin, blood, and betrayal. It's happening again. I hope you're ready.
Hot take, I really like the redesign of The Outsider. I like the design. I think I liked his old voice more.
Trouble sleeping again last night. Maybe I ought to try one of those sleeping tinctures, but they can be kind of pricey.
And the DLCs. Yeah. How did I miss the bone charm? Slide speed is slightly faster. I'll take that. Do 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 do. Let's see.
You miserable rat. I told you what would happen if you reported me. I warned you. Please, you gave me no choice. Please? It's too late for that, Rapallo. Guess what happens next? No!
Oh.
This is how we get rid of snitches. Remember, if anyone asks, he just ran through it. Yeah, we couldn't stop him.
Well, he just got torched.
Hey, is the windmill turning all right up there? No problems?
And the voice change, just for the outsider lore. From what I can tell, we don't really know any reason for the VA change, just rumors. Alright. I am going back to the black market because I want to grab a couple things from it. Hey, up she rises. Hey, grapes on. Should quick save and hit the wall of the black market stall. I will. I'll follow. Sorry guys, I stole all your loot.
Not this time.
They're playing dice.
I'm the first to admit it when I'm scared. And there, I said, I'm scared. Something's happening.
We used to make good money until all the
through
brand
here.
shakedowns.
Okay, I went down the wrong way. Wonder if there's steampunk D&D in their world. Would they call it like whalers and warlocks or something like that?
Come in, my friend. I like how you spend.
I have been locked out. Lockdown. Prints, hardened bolts. All right, gear. Crossbow bolts. For place with parasite issues, you sure are sure to eager to stuff unintended food into your mouth. But it's free food.
News isn't good, they say. They should do like glad we could do business.
All right, Spring Razor is a no for me. That's 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10.
You won't regret it.
Stun mines. I think that's good.
That's
Upgrades.
it. I have some upgrade plans for your gear.
Aim is improved and stabilized. Extended bolts. Hardened bolts. I'm not gonna upgrade my gun.
Why you cover your face is not my affair.
Bow and charm slots. Full capacity. We'll do this.
I'll take that deal.
All right, and then go back over here. That's annoying. Okay, I think that's one of my biggest complaints with Dishonored is how you can increase your bolt capacity, but it doesn't go for your sleep darts. I just wasted money.
Come back soon.
God damn it.
If I'm still here. Enjoy the air here. I, for one, ain't selling fermented shark.
Sure miss that.
Something's happened, they say.
Yeah, might be wrong. Be upgrade sleep darts. This different thing. Blueprint shit. Okay. Still annoying as. I think I'm gonna do another campaign where I play as Corvo, and I just murder everybody. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Hostile territory. Alrighty, need to get over to that carriage.
Before coming out, last time I left it open, someone left a hagfish in my jacket pocket.
More Grand Guard soldiers. Best to avoid.
Damn it. I need to pee.
He needs to pee, guys.
He says keep alert, and I says I am alert. I've been alert. And he says yeah, but this time I really mean it.
Where there's a bone charm, that will give you a chance to recover them. Oh, okay. A quick save, walk over here, and then look, I'm just a regular person. What would you say to a day at the Botanical Gardens? Ah. Sydney, I know it pisses you off that we aren't keeping, that we keep a change in the winds and hows of this arrangement, but what choice we got? Ain't easy to steal fruit from the Grand Palace under the Duke's nose, but it's the best fruit and you know it, so I expect you to keep accepting our deliveries, even if we can't predict when and where they're going to drop. We gotta make adjustments just like any other business. Elias.
What is it to you? A feast or a famine, a nail or a screw? A duke from the south, a vile witch's brew. A coup, a coup. What is it to you?
Mimosas are in bloom. Let's organize an outing.
What would you say?
In bed.
That's a jolly good idea.
Don't know if you have to pick up the lyrics or not.
The walls of Dunwall, did they help her at all?
Jolly good show, jolly good show.
I'm thinking of having a picnic soon on the back lawn.
Adonai Station. This should take me out to the Institute.
Ow. Oh, come on.
I could transfer you to the Dust District if you're looking for action, Sergeant Quinn.
Oh my god, wow. Okay. How did you... I don't know! Oh, nice. One body was detected. Alarms rung, detections, ghosts. Nice. Okay, there's a lot more gold in there. That's good to know for my Corvo run.
The Addermeyer Institute of Infectious Disease. Alexandria Hypatia, chief alchemist. Once it was a solarium for recuperating aristocrats. Now it's a place of alchemical study. The Crown Killer's taking lives in my name and has to be stopped. It's my hope that Hypatia can explain. They say she's brilliant and altruistic. Well respected across Serkonos.
A special talent for stealing carriages and disappearing. Come on, let me keep my eyes on it. I want to look at it as we get there. Don't correct my vision. Alright, this is where we're gonna end for today. Alright, let me switch us to the just chatting bit. There we go. Okay. That was a absolute blast. Managed to do 2 missions. 1 second. I need to... Looked fun. Yeah. I'm glad I could catch it. I'm so happy you managed to catch it, Yabby. Alright, I think we are gonna raid, Bell Sprouts again. Because, she is raiding food and being a little bit sleepy. I say we give her some support for her move-a-thon. So let me go through all that jazz. Okay, let's get the raid message going. Oh. There we go. Alright, then raid channel. Alright, I will probably be back on Monday, and I'll do more Undertale. If I'm not back on Monday, I'll try and make it up on Tuesday. My schedule next weekend's gonna be a little bit weird. But on Wednesday, we have more Baldur's Gate 3 with the one and only Yabby Tabby. And on Friday, we'll do some more Dishonored 2. Yeah, thanks for joining me, everybody. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. See ya!